Hello and welcome. I'm NJ Yosh, and we are taking a look today at Noble Legacy. This just released into early access. We had played a demo of this. I had made a video of a demo on this about 2 months ago. I had played it again just the other day, and I'm a little worried about the condition of the game now that, with the early access. The demo was very rough. There was a lot of jankiness, which I'm prepared to forgive in a demo because the demo was free. This is early access. This is a paid version. Now I understand, companies got to do what they have to do, but I really hope they've put some more polish on it for the early access version. I do still support the game. There's a lot that they do a lot of their systems that I really like and I'm excited about. So I support the game, and I do hope they continue development. But we are going to dive into the early access and start taking a look. So we can only start in Greenwood Farm. So let's get in and see if we can see any differences. I specifically was having trouble with villager AI and villager movement and completing their tasks.
And just how long do you plan to look out that window?
For as long as it takes to believe my eyes.
Trees and mountains aren't hard to believe if you ask me, my lord.
Let us find respite soon. I can't remember life outside of this carriage. The Greenwood, a place I've imagined since I was a boy, sitting in my father's tent and listening to stories of home. The trees are taller than I expected.
The locals have asked for our aid in repairing their house of worship. Let us be quick. I've no desire to linger in this squalor.
Be patient, Edward. I'd like to meet some of my people. The farm should be at the other end of this road. We should go and check on it.
This place seems a bit run down. I wonder what befell these people.
Let us find out.
All right. Let's go talk to Alma.
Hello, traveller. Welcome to Greenwood Farm. Our larder is a bit meagre these days, but you're welcome to a warm fire and some mushroom stew if you need a rest.
Do you know not who you address, woman? This is the rightful lord of this land, and he owns this farm and everything within it.
Calm yourself, Edward.
Calm yourself, Edward. You are most generous to offer such hospitality. Might I offer to help in return?
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
This place has everything it needs to succeed. Fertile ground, plenty of trees, good clean water, with fish and game for hunting. Why do these people struggle so?
These people are poor farmers and have been without their lord for so long they have become aimless. A firm hand is needed to guide them.
Then we must do what we can to help. First, we should see who else is ready to work.
All right. I need to adjust volume and take the music volume down a lot. Let's see how that feels. All right. Well, that feels like more than... It's like it made the music stop. All right, where is Thomas? There's Thomas.
My lord, your presence honors us. How can I be of assistance?
Good day, man. This place seems to lack the proper amount of food. Do you not have someone foraging?
We lost our last forager to the winter. Damn shame. Been surviving on scraps since then we have. I am trying to make more shelter, but swinging an axe all day almost put me out of commission.
I have a proposition for you. My uncle and I will continue the logging in your stead if you agree to turn your attention to foraging.
That would be a great exchange, and easier on the old back now. I shall do as you wish.
Okay, so we need to assign him to as a villager, or as a forager. So we go to buildings, forager, and
Consider it done.
put Thomas in
Did you
there.
just offer these peasants our labour?
We need to expand the settlement in order to attract more good folk to work this land. We should start by cutting down some trees.
God help me.
I also need to turn up the sensitivity a little bit. That feels a little bit better. It might be too much, but we'll see. Watch out.
Great display of strength, my lord. Surely you have enough lumber now.
Yeah, but I'm just going to finish up chopping up this tree. Okay. Alright, yeah, that might still be too far. Alright. Open the build menu. Place a woodcutter's bench, which is going to be under here, under production.
Our settlement will need more lumber and planks. One of these villagers should be able to take over from here.
That stout lad of theirs looks like he has some strength. He would make a good woodcutter.
Okay, so back here, let's assign
The
Fred.
lodge is complete, but some additional furnishings could do a lot for our woodcutters' morale.
I, for one, believe the peasantry should be happy simply to have work. And I suppose a happy worker is a productive one.
Okay, so what it wants me to do here is add some decorations. But we need some lumber. We need some planks first. Okay. So, decorating isn't just for aesthetics. Every building has a decoration score that is determined by the number of decorative pieces you add to your building. Buildings with a high decoration score increase the building productivity. Use the build menu to select furniture or decorations to see decorations available to you. Each decoration will have a resource cost and associated decoration score. When you're holding a hammer or applying decorations to your building, you can see the building's current decoration score in the top right-hand corner. You don't have to max out the score for a building to work, but the higher the score, the more efficiently your workers will harvest or craft resources. If you place something wrong or want to remove a structure or decorations, you can press Q to open the radio menu and select Demolish to delete the part. Any cost spent on the part is refunded when it's demolished. So, that's good. Okay. Decorations. We need a woodcutter's shelf. We'll put that down here.
If I even have to smell another berry bush, I'm going to be sick. We should sell some of these wretched things to whoever is stupid enough to buy them.
Good idea, Uncle. Then we can further invest in this little village.
Yes, something of the sort.
We'll need planks from the woodcutter to build proper storage for a market.
No, we're going to need more planks. So let's refine some more lumber. Let's get maybe 30 planks. Okay. So this part's going to showcase what I was kind of talking about buildings can become customized production buildings depending on what you put in them. All right, building structures is vital to your success and noble legacy. You can open the build menu with F. You can place the frames of structures and complete them later. Completing a structural part requires materials and your trusty hammer. Once you place a key part on a structure, it will become a building. Your buildings can be reviewed in the Kingdom menu by pressing K. Each building may have different assignment slots where you can place villagers to accomplish related tasks. Some buildings have multiple requirements to function. Check these requirements under the Maintenance tab of the Building Details menu. Upgrading a building will result in more assignment slots, better production capabilities, and other perks. If you want to place, if you place something wrong, that just goes through that again. Okay. So, we need wood foundations. I guess that's as low as we can build.
Well done, my lord.
Now, under services, we have the merchant ledger. And we need to do the market storage as well.
It looks alright. We might need to add some more structure to consider it complete.
Alright, so it doesn't work yet. Because if we go to buildings and we go to storehouse, you see it does not have, it needs more structural pieces. Basically just more building to our building. So let's build some walls. That is technically enough, but I do want a roof. Is that the only roof option I have? Structural. Oops. I don't know that I like it being open all the way up there. I'm intentionally leaving this more open because, again, I was having trouble with some villager pathing in the past. Like their access seemed to not work. But I can't quite get that. So we're going to leave it like that for now. Let's gather some berries. I can just get berries from here.
Those look delectable, my liege.
Right click to move the whole stack. And now we need to build a farm market stall, which I probably don't have the planks for. No, I guess I do. Alright. I need to assign Alma to the storehouse. Okay, visitors. Visitors are an integral part of your village's economy. The higher the tier and better regarded your village is, the more visitors you will attract. They will spend gold coins in your village if you provide the right things for them. Visitors have various intentions when they visit your village. The more of activities you have available to them, like purchasing various goods, patronizing establishments, and finding entertainment, the more gold they'll spend. Visitors will have thoughts about your village that will dictate how likely it is for them to return. With better reviews, you can attract higher class of visitors and earn more, but beware troublemakers that slip in with the crowd. Okay, so we need to set the berries as sellable, so we click on the little sell point there.
Perhaps we should see to the jetty. With fish on the menu, we could entice even more visitors to our settlement.
All right.
Ugh, did you hear that? These peasants' problems never seem to end. Let's keep your eye on them.
On occasion, your villagers may have requests of you. To begin these side quests, all you must do is speak with them. You will be presented with 2 to 4 options on how to address the problem. Some may simply require you to pay a resource, while others are challenges and are a little more involved, but may give you greater reward. Was it Alma that had the quest? You know what? Hang on. Let's finish the fishery first. Yep, we've all earned some gold. So this needs fishery decoration score of 40, so it needs 6 more. But let's also take a look at what it's saying is missing. It's missing a fishing rack. So let's start with that. Is that under production? Yes, I need 5 planks. Okay. And the reason I needed that earn gold selling berries at the market was part of this was I also cost money to build that rack. Wait, woodcutter or not. Alright. Not enough lumber. Grab 10 lumber. Saw some of it up. Don't remember how many planks it cost. I don't think it was very many, but let's just go ahead and grab another 30. Okay. And since we're over here, let's talk to Alma. My lord, something's happened and will need your attention. A monk came to town last evening. He made quite a mess in the church drinking the communion wine. He's passed out somewhere in town. What's to be done, my lord? I can take on the challenge. Holy winos. That's winorific. Let me join in the fun. Success, good morale goes up. Wine goes up. Failure is become drunk. A small donation, or ask the acolytes to handle it. A small donation should convince them. They aren't likely to complain, and besides, it's a member of their order. That's... So wait, does... Yeah, okay, that costs 400 gold. Don't have that. Leave it to God. As the book says, good things come to those who wait, so I'll just wait. So... 50-50 shot here. So let's take care of this. This is a timed quest, so our focus is going to shift to that for the time being. And we need to clean up pass out in the storehouse, okay? Yep, there he is on top of the boxes. Godfrey. Is that a nod to Kingdom Come Deliverance? Alright, so that woke him up. Speak to Alma. That was really fast, that sped through there. Okay. Back to the fishery. And this was the fishing rack we needed. Do we build this inside here? 39 out of 40. Feels bad. Alright, let's put a torch.
Now to see if this lake can deliver anything edible.
Nope, now we need to equip a fishing rod. And catch a fish. Now in the demo there was no mini game here. It kind of doesn't look like there is either. It's just same as wood cutting. Just kind of does it automatically.
Well, we have a fishery, but I have better things to do with my time than stand around with a line and a net all day. We should see if we can convince one of these poor souls to move to our village.
Housing for another villager. We'll need to build another house.
You know best, my lord. Perhaps we can use an existing schematic for this hut. You know how I hate to dawdle with the minutiae.
Okay, so prefabs. This is one of the kind of cool things about this game, I think. It reminds me a little bit of Station Engineers in some ways, but not Station Engineers, Space Engineers. Yeah. When you are looking for inspiration or a quick build, the prefabs tab is there to help. From the full build menu, you can select from a list of prefabs to build from. Prefab allow you to place buildings done in full, furniture included. However, you can hold control to place without furniture. If you want a different view for placing things, try P to change your to the tactical view. We can build, inspect, and even set waypoints. Alternatively, try scroll wheel just to zoom out a bit. Okay, so we need to scroll out to this window, and we'll go into all items, prefab, housing. Now, the reason I say this kind of reminds me of Space Engineers is you can do this on the you can post your prefabs to the workshop and see other people's prefabs. So that's kind of cool. Alright, let's build this house. I need 31 more lumber. Alright, let's switch back to regular view. And grab some lumber. Okay.
It seems we have a candidate for our fishery. Let us see if she is skilled enough to capture.
Okay. Recruitment. You'll need to recruit villagers to help you run your village economy. Villagers can perform many of the jobs available in your buildings when they are assigned to a job slot. Different villagers have different skills and allowed jobs that affect what they can do. Be sure to hire a variety of villagers so you don't have any holes in your production. Higher quality recruits will have demands to join your village. They may include required structures like a church, as well as upfront payment. Villagers also have upkeep, which is assessed each month. Failing upkeep affects morale, which affects productivity. So let's take a look at the recruits tab. Alice requires a tiny home. Negotiate. See, we do have to offer her a bit of a bribe. Might be enough. Let's play it safe.
Alice has agreed to join our village, and you'll be happy to know she has reasonable demands from her employees.
Demands? These peasants are getting more troublesome by the day.
Your empathy knows no bounds, dear.
Alright. So now, we go buildings. We can assign her to the fishery. And we can also assign her to a house. That way she'll be happy. And let's add fish to the market.
A good day, is it?
Now we can sell mushrooms and fish and earn even more gold. A truly inspired idea to stay here, my lord, if I do say so myself. One must have a purse full of gold to enjoy oneself in a city like Greenwood.
So now we can add fish, and we can also add mushrooms.
Shall we go talk to him and see
The
what
quiet is nice, but I could use some excitement from time to time.
Let's go find out what's bothering Fred.
My lord, thank goodness you're here. I saw a strange man skulking around the woods. I think I've seen him before. We've had bandits stealing from us for months, sir, and we usually barricade ourselves in the house when they come. I would fight, but we have no weapons.
Leave it to us.
Alright, a thief has been sighted near your village. Equip short sword. Combat Noble Legacy has a simple affair. You must first equip a weapon from your slot 6 on your hotbar. Your villagers will also find equipped weapons if they are assigned to a guardman or hunter job. When you're near your enemy, you can target them by pressing left mouse. Left mouse will attack the target enemy, but be sure you're within range. If the enemy attacks you, you can parry with right mouse. You can also parry to feint by canceling your own attack. That's parrying will stab it. Okay. I had to skip through that because they're already getting into combat here. Yeah, combat's a bit janky still. That didn't feel any better. There's no, like, lock on. I don't know. Combat needs work, but still early access. All right, Fred.
With deepest sincerity, thank you, my lord. It feels like ages since there was a soul to defend us around these lands.
Safety is
You guys did
paramount.
okay.
We must all remain diligent and prepare for any retribution these aggressors might seek.
It seems you've managed to make something of this village.
It shouldn't be long before this village is able to truly take care of itself.
How's it going then?
Okay, so now it wants us to recruit some more people. They're all okay. It was at this point that I was starting to get warning flags on them, so I'm hopeful that I did a better job placing things. All right, Ethel. We're just gonna spend maybe a little extra money than we need to, and kind of guarantee the recruitment.
Best keep moving.
These newcomers are
No
a
sense
bit
in standing
eccentric,
idle.
but perhaps we can use that to our advantage. We should speak with them.
All right. So it was just talking. The voice, the dialogue is inconsistent in volume, but I was talking about the effects here. Actually, if I speak to Fernando, it should come up. Well, actually, first, let me assign Ethel to some quarters. And then let's go speak to Fernando.
My lord, thank you for inviting me to your village. I would be happy to work any job you require of me. But if I may be so bold, I would prefer to work with the women.
May I ask why?
Because you're a creep.
It is simply a fact of life. The ladies love Fernando, and Fernando works best when he can see their beautiful smile.
I'll see what I can do. All that remains now is the restoration of the old church.
Okay.
Oh, best of luck, my lord. Convincing someone skilled and capable of running our church to live here will be much more challenging than recruiting the common folk we've attracted so far.
All right. They're just talking about the next step, which is the church. But productivity. A building's productivity is determined by two factors: decoration score and the morale of its workers. Workers that may have traits that can modify morale for both themselves and those who work with the building. For example, the romantic trait will improve morale for anyone of the opposite gender as the romantic. Experiment with different combinations of villagers to maximize the productivity of your of your buildings. So what do we want to... I'm not sure what we want to assign our new people to. We could assign Fernando here because Alice is a woman, so should increase that productivity. Assign her as a sawyer. Ethel as a sawyer. So they produce wood planks, maybe? That way I don't have to. All right. Church. Build a functional church. Assign a priest to the church. We don't have a priest yet, but let's take a look at the church. It needs 6 pews and more structural pieces. Which is not surprising because it's missing literal walls. Oh, I don't have lumber. Alright, let's get a bunch of lumber. I didn't mean to leave a waypoint over there. I like that that's not a map. It's just a live aerial view. Let's grab 30 of them. Also going to cut some more planks. That's good enough for now. I don't
How's it going?
think I need this kindling on me. Build a wall. It's gonna be easier to do from inside. Oh, that should have been a window. Okay. Now we need slopey walls. We need roof. That looks like the whole building. Okay. Services? Yeah. Pew. Okay. Still need to add to the score, so let's start looking at some decorations. Oh, we can add tithe box, but we're out of planks. Let's get a bunch. Animations could use some work too. I mean, they're fine, but it could be better. Still need to get another 19 decoration score. Let's hang some chandeliers, maybe? Okay. So we just have another 10 points of decoration we need. I don't want to just randomly stick stuff. How about window bars? Is there a first person? New. Does not look like it. Unless there's a keybind. Let's check that. Toggle camera goes to the wide view. Alright. It now wants us to assign a priest to a church, which we have to recruit a priest. But I think all of that's going to have to wait till next time, because I think I am going to call the episode here. We will be revisiting this. Excuse me. We will be revisiting this game and playing through it a little bit more. I feel like it has a lot of potential, despite the somewhat janky moments. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for joining me, and we will see you next time. Bye.